Hello, it's Jen. Welcome back. Today I am showing you two different eye looks using the same palette. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna do one side bright and light and airy and open, and the other side we're gonna do dark and sultry and sexy. I want to show you how you can take a simple neutral palette. This one is from Alter Ego. This is the Goddess palette. If you are not familiar with Alter Ego, they are a fantastic company that has eyeshadow palettes. I believe they have brushes, they have lip color, they have a few different things on their website, but they make eyeshadow palettes that are inspired by higher end brands. For example, this is a alternative to the Natasha Denona Gold palette. The Natasha Denona Gold palette retails for, I believe, $125. You can get this for $16. I have Natasha Denona palettes. I love them, and I will say that this formula is a very close competition to that. So I love this palette, and we are going to play with it today, and I'm going to give you some basics on some bright looks as compared to sultry looks, and hopefully you will find this useful. If you do, I hope you will consider subscribing. I also have my own channel over at Jen D Beauty, and I hope you will consider subscribing there as well. Without further ado, let's get into it. Before I start, I do want to mention that all of the products that are on my face I will have linked in the description box. I went very neutral with my blush, my bronzer, my lip color, but I will have everything in the description box for you. We're going to start with a base. I think I decided this eye is going to be bright, and I'm going to start with the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer, and I am going to put this white base on my eye. Now my eyes are primed already. I'll have that linked in the description box. So this, even though it is an eye primer, I'm mostly using it for additional priming properties, but mostly for the color. Do you see how that's making it brighter? Now we can go into this palette, and I'm going to go into a very simple shade. The first one, it's called Iris. And I'm just going to go into the crease very lightly with this color. This brush is from Shop Missy. Super inexpensive, super soft. So we are just building up that crease, windshield wiper motions. And this, because this eye look is going to be soft, we're not going to deepen that outer corner. We're just going to build up that crease to make it look soft and diffused. I'm going to take the same brush and go under the eye very lightly. Now we're going to go in with this nice bright champagne color. This one is called Freya. And I'm just going to put some of this on my finger. I always recommend using your finger with shimmers on the lid. You're going to get the most payoff doing it that way. You can wet a brush, but I prefer my finger. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a cream colored liner on my waterline. This one is from LA Girl. It's a nice cream colored shade, and we're going to put this nude creamy shade in the waterline. Now, side note, I usually take a black liner and line my waterline, but I do not do that when I have the cream on the bottom because I don't want it to transfer down. So I am just taking this black liner. This is from Loreal. It's called La Liner. And I'm just going to go very gently across the top lash line with that. And that's going to make the lashes look longer. And then if we wanted to add a little baby wing, I'm going to take my Inglot gel liner and a very small precision brush And I'm just going to do a little baby wing. Just up and down. Very soft, very light, very nice. Next we'll go in with some mascara, and the bright eye is almost done. And this is the Morphe Make It Big mascara, and we're just going to go in with 1 or 2 coats, not super building it up because we're not going for a dramatic look on this eye. And a little on the bottom. One last step for the bright eye. This is the e.l.f. No Budge shadow stick. This is from their newest collection, and this is the white one. We're just going to take a little bit of that and just go right in that inner V of the eye. And if that looks a little too bright, you can take a very small blending brush and just feather it out a little bit. But there is the bright eye. Let's now move in to the smoky eye, and I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer, but this time in black, because we're going for a more sultry eye on this side. So you want to use a flat brush with this, and we're just going to fill in the lid. You can take it a little bit up into that crease. Make sure you get all the way down into that corner. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to put a shadow on top of it. The next step is to go in with that same iris shade again, because a nice transition is still a nice transition, and layering is always good. So we're going to use that to blend. We can even use a fluffier brush. This one is from Wayne Goss. This is the 17, and I'm still in that iris shade. Just blend, 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 back and forth. Now we're going to go in with this Avalon shade, which is the deepest brown, and I'm going to go in with another flat brush, and we're just going to pack that on, because all that's there right now is that black shadow base, and we want to make sure it is smooth and even. And up into that crease. We're going to go under the eye, back into that original AOA and into that iris shade. It's just a beautiful medium toned brown, very neutral in color. And I'm going to take my time building that up. Going to take a small brush, go back into that Avalon shade, and just do that outer corner so that we can have some symmetry between the two outer corners. Now we can take our liner and do the upper and bottom lash line, because we are doing a dark smoky eye. And then this one, yep, just go right in that waterline. We're going to take that Inglot liner. And this precision brush is from Sigma. It's the E46. I love this brush for this liner. I'm just gonna go up, go a little bit bolder up, and then down, and just to the center part of the color of the eye. go ahead and curl the lashes. And this time we can really go in with the mascara. I am back. Mascara is on. I went in with a few layers on the top and a couple layers on the bottom. So as you can see, we've got a soft, simple look on this side. Daytime appropriate nude lip. And then on this side, we have the bold, let's go out for the evening. I would love to know which side you prefer, the light and airy or the dark and sultry. Let me know in the comments. If you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing before you leave. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to come visit me on my channel, Jen D Beauty. You can also find me on Instagram, Jen D Beauty Official. Have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.